Good. Well, Paula, which is it? What's the answer?
The answer? I've never let anyone lock me in a hangar before. And I don't intend to start now.
You tell him, girlfriend. You tell him who wears the trousers in this house. Yeah, because the future is female.
Oh, God. Oh, I thought he'd never leave.
And that was the end of it, Don. You didn't come back again to this apartment until after she disappeared.
I was wrong. Wrong to lose my temper, but it rankled me so.
Yeah, it's not easy dealing with the fact that you suck in the sack so goddamn bad your wife turns lesbian.
You've got to tell me, Anna.
I can't.
You've got to. For my own peace of mind, I must know.
God, what if it was her? Ooh.
Mr. Bennett, it's all over anyway. She's dead now. Isn't she?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Tales of Tomorrow? This looks like it all took place back in the 50s.
Plus, so far, the whole show has been one long flashback. Yeah, it's like Tales of Yesterday told today for tomorrow.
Adrienne Corey, appearing in the Kenneth McEldowney award-winning Technicolor motion picture, The River. Adrienne Corey.
Hello. When I was in India...
Call that a movie star? Oh, man.
Red, no, don't do that.
Hey, it's true.
That's not the point.
It's the Royal Leaf Pin, designed for me by Chrysler.
Pins? I thought they made cars.
Pearl. And see how it's set off against the golden brilliance of this leaf.
A leaf? Big deal. There's leaves in the yard every fall. Come on now.
It's practical, because this pin can be worn in so many different ways. For instance, to accent a hat. Or, of course, here.
Yeah, there you go. Keep it right there between them titties so as to distract me from that dog face.
Oh, God.
And the most exciting piece of news is just how easily you can own this. Just listen.
Yes, this Royal Leaf
What's that remind you of?
What?
I mean, she's sending out some signals there. What? On account of her dog face, she's probably pretty desperate.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what this is about.
No,
I wouldn't blame a man for going pigging. You know what happens.
This is outrageous how you just smear this poor woman.
Hey, she's trying to make me look at her titties. She's showing off a piece of jewelry that looks like a dog. Okay.
Just can't take you anywhere.
This pin for only $1.
God damn, she's offering up her titties only for $1. That's got desperate written all over.
Witness is in.
And now, back to our story. Flight
Oh, thank God.
starring Veronica Lake.
Anna, maybe this man who came into Paula's life is the answer.
Oh man, now he's turning good.
Please, Mr. Bennett. Don, all that was 4 years ago.
Anna, you've got to tell me what you know.
But Mrs. Bennett... Please, Anna, let's have it all out now. Let's clear it up once and for all.
Well, there was this black gentleman.
After you left here, it became a funny, upside-down kind of life. Miss Paula was more full of secrets than ever.
And now another flashback in this Tale of Tomorrow.
She came, went at all hours. I worried. Sometimes I would be kept waiting up until 4 in the morning. And then, the very last time that I ever saw her...
Certainly been my red
Ooh, don't go in there.
million. I'd ask you when only Anna might be waiting up, and I'd rather she didn't know. Good night.
Oh, so Anna must not know. You don't look like Lady Macbeth's ghost. 4 in the morning. That's how much you're afraid of me. Oh, you shouldn't have waited out. Never mind me. What kind of life is this for you, Miss Stay Out All Night?
A wonderful kind of life, Anna. I don't know when I felt so alive.
This is what you call feeling alive. alive, keeping these late hours, separating from Mr. Bennett, breaking his heart.
He's better off this way, really he is.
But he loves you so. Why, how can you say that?
I could never be the kind of wife he wants.
You mean the kind that has sex with men?
I thought it was the right thing to do.
Because of all the money he could spend on you?
That's enough, Anna.
Yeah, the truth has a funny way of hitting the raw
Baby,
nerve.
I have a right to talk. Yes, you used Mr. Bennett for what you wanted, and now it's somebody else.
You've been spying on me.
Miss Paula, this is no good. Always making use of people, taking from them what you want.
Oh, it's just a phase. She'll grow out of it.
Yes, yes, and stop seeing a man that's old enough to be my father.
What do you see in him?
What do I see?
More money. What the hell else you gonna see in an old fart?
Just when I thought I'd used everything up. Just when it seemed like there were no new worlds left to conquer.
So you decided to date old men? That's not a new world. That's an old one, you idiot. God.
Poor Damask, miss it.
And where are you going now, may I ask?
Hold your breath, Anna. I'm going to fly the Pacific. Pacific.
But the Pacific Ocean is not an airplane. Oh, you mean over it. All right.
Always taking one more chance. Never thinking of those you leave behind. Those who are unlucky enough to love you and care.
God damn you, old bag. How stupid are you? We've already established that she's a selfish bitch.
Someday you will go too far. Someday you will take one chance too many.
Maybe.
Then please, Miss Paula.
It's no use, Anna. This is the greatest thing yet. More than oceans, more than water. It's the biggest thing in my life, and nothing's going to stop me.
Well, it's mostly water out there, so.
Well, they got some islands. Yeah, but that's about it.
I don't see why she's getting so excited over a whole bunch of nothing.
Not a word, not a sign. 47 planes searching for weeks. Finally, the wreckage that washed up on an island.
Oh, well, hell, that solves that mystery. She ain't nothing but shark shit by now.
Was he?
Please, Mr. Bennett, the doorbell.
Never mind the doorbell. Williams can get that.
Williams? Where the hell's Williams?
Mr. Bennett, we have got to trust her just as she asks.
Besides, Don, that's all over with now, isn't it? It is, isn't it? Life belongs in the present, doesn't it?
Good evening. Hello, Sam. Nice to see you. It's been too long.
Thank you.
Excuse me, I have work to do.
Anna, if you can spare a minute. I came to
Oh,
see
God, if he's gonna start banging that old Carol, I'm out of here.
about Paula. And you were as close to her as anyone.
Miss Paula.
It's about Paula.
Yes. That's why I'm here. Don, I saw a lot of Paula those last few months. And the last night,
And you were the one who was taking her away all those weeks.
well, not exactly.
Not exactly. Anna, you were protecting Sam, weren't you? Why?
Mr. Bennett,
Now, don't go off on wrong tangents, you two. That's exactly why I've stayed away from this house all this time.
Why all the secrets?
Those were our orders.
Orders from home.
Well, that's what I can tell you at last. I was just given the go-ahead today. Sit down, Doc.
Well, that's a sorry sight. He's already been cooked, and now he's being ordered around by a sorry excuse for a man in his own goddamn
Special
home.
section of the Air Forces, the Experimental Projects Bureau.
Experimental projects.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Secret agency. They
Yes,
asked
you
me
see,
one
I
day-
experimented on your wife. I taught her how to smoke cigarettes and stay out all night partying while having sex with women while I watched.
Her work involved secret flights. Flights that puzzled and upset you. And secret meetings with me and others from the Pentagon. Finally, after months, the Pentagon let me know what they really had in mind.
Orgies.
They asked me to see Paula again and break the news to her. It was the toughest job of my life. I didn't know how to start.
So you decided to ply her with booze, huh? Oh, boy.
Oh, come on, Sam, out with it. Whatever it is, I can cope with it.
I'm not sure I can.
But now be a brave man, sit down and control
Oh,
yourself.
she doesn't beat around the bush when it comes to getting her bush beaten.
Oh, Red, down here.
unusual interplanetary adventures, unlike all those usual ones. That's pretty cut and dried, but these, they're going to be, unusual. So it's space action. Yeah, that's right. So what can we expect? This guy in a miniskirt and invaders from a lost galaxy. You just never know where you left it last, but that's probably where it is. We'll find out. Double menace on Jupiter's moon and other terrific. It's got to be a C. Terrific tales. So there you go. This guy tried to bust a move on his girl, so he's knocking him, on his ass. I don't know if that's their spaceship or his. Oh, look, her outfit kind of matches his belt and his gun holster. That's kind of nice. She probably got that for him for his birthday or Christmas or something. Yeah, he was making fun of his outfit, but he's the one in the miniskirt, so, and whatever that is. So, there we go. That's, the cover. So, right off the bat, invaders from a lost galaxy. Oh, well, that's probably the problem. They lost their galaxy. So they can't go home, so they might as well invade this one. The planetary system had been colonized, and Mother Earth was the hub in the universe. Empire of United Planets. That sounds familiar. But peace came heavily to mankind, and dissension was rife once again. On the outermost rim of the system, a man was threatening the peace of the heavens by first planning to overthrow the reign of his elder brother in an intrigue fraught with malice and murder. And those who dared oppose him in his tyrannical acts against the people met death. To the fire pits with these dogs. I have given my verdict. Mercy, sire, mercy, oh mighty Karnak. Princess, save us. Whoa, right there in front of him, jeez. He doesn't mess around. So that's it for that guy. And I guess this is the princess. And she's like, don't do anything. Just, watch him burn. So anyway, the throne room of Protector Karnak on the planet Syrian. I thought this was in the system. Huh. Well, maybe that's that elusive, Planet X people thought was out there somewhere. So anyway, it's at the rim of the system. Or maybe they mean the system like the Empire overall. That could be others. Anyway,
free them, uncle. They mean no harm. Will your cruelty know no end? My father would have your head were he here.
Oh, that was a chick? That looks like a boob there. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Oh, maybe she was next in line after that guy. Yeah. Oh, well. But he's not here, my dear. Oh, wait, it's the Emperor. But he is not here, my dear. My elder brother wages a 5-year war against an alien invader at the edges of the galaxy. While I remain here as your guardian. Now I think it's time for you and Olger to marry, eh, Olger? Yes, sir.
You wouldn't dare.
Oh, yeah, I would. I dare and can, Valiant. Why do you think I've kept you alive these past 5 years? When you are of age, you'll marry a noble of my choice. The people will then acclaim you queen and Olger king, since your father is presumed dead because of his silence all these years. Then I shall become king of Syrian through Olger.
You're mad!
So, Olger's his son? That means he's her cousin, so... unless he's... Well, he said brother, didn't he? Yeah, he didn't say brother-in-law, so it's not like he's their family by marriage. So, no, madame, just ambition. Stefan and his mewling administrators from Earth ruled these heavens too long. Now it is my turn, and I, unlike my brother, will not bow to Earth's commands. It will be they who kneel to me, for their planet will be bathed in blood once I'm on the throne. Meanwhile, 100,000 light years away, a mighty space armada battled furiously against alien invaders from a distant galaxy. Dreadnoughts X3 and 4 attack. The invaders are withdrawing. Retreat, Zartian. The defenders have damaged our force screens. It is too late. We are falling. And on board the starship of King Stefan of Syrian, commander of Earth's Space Armada. Gentlemen, we've won. After 5 long years. Congratulations, Stefan. Earth and all her allies will thank you when I report to the Council. I'm honored, Administrator Henderson, but I fear that another crisis awaits us. I've received reports from secret agents on my planet that my brother intends to usurp the throne. Something has to be done quickly. Without your voice to represent Syrian at the Council on Earth, unrest will again come to the system. Well, that's the problem with prolonged wars that seem to never end. And anyway, King Stefan immediately sent for his second-in-command, Space Admiral John Lassam. John, you've seen the reports. What's your opinion? I agree with Administrator Henderson, sire. We have to get back fast. First, those traitors must be completely destroyed. That's why I sent for you. You'll return to Syrian at once and organize a guerrilla force, if necessary, to stall my brother until we can arrive. I'll start at once, sire. So he chose him because, I don't know, he's the most bloodthirsty or whatever. Hours later, a sleek rocket cruiser left the belly of the starship, sweeping out from the path of the mighty space armada in a farewell salute, and headed toward the planet Syrian. Good luck, John. You'll need it. That boy would make a perfect husband for my little girl. And 1 month afterwards, Admiral Lassam cautiously made his way down a dimly lit corridor under the capital city of Syria. Now he's already there. So anyway, I hope they got my message. What? Just in case. I'm walking into a trap. John, you're here at last. Yours was the first word we received for 5 years, although we managed to send you our own reports. Yes, it's funny how that works out. We couldn't transmit messages through that insurmountable distance, and we, well, hadn't paid our bills, and our data ran out, and you know how it goes. Anyway, compared to your powerful transmitters here on Syrian, now tell me, what's the situation here? The secret agents explained swiftly the conditions on the planet. John Lassam listened with growing anger. Well, Karnak's a madman. He's just waiting for the right moment to marry off Valia and proclaim himself king through Algar. Meanwhile, the kingdom suffers under his tyrannical rule. Then there's no time to lose. Listen carefully. 2 days later, okay, 2 days later in the palace near Princess Valia's quarters. Here come the guards. Strike quickly, my friends. I mean, are we friends? We only just met, but... Bzz, bzz, bzz. Oh, no, no. Blasting their way into the inner quarters, John Lassam and his determined band confronted a startled and nearly naked Valia.
Who are you? What do you want?
What are you doing with this girl? Uh-oh. I mean, don't be alarmed, my princess. We came from your father. We used to play together when we were children, Valia. Don't you remember me? I'm John Lassam, your father's second-in-command.
John! Oh, I'm so glad. And you say father is alive? But where is he?
Still at the outer boundary of the system. But he'll return very soon. Quick, There's no more time to explain. You must come with us. The palace guards are alerted by now. Bam, 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 bam. John, we're too late. They'll trap us before we can get back to your ship.
Leave me. You'll have a better chance to escape then. I'll delay them.
Okay. Until we meet again, princess. By now, the entire contingent of Karnak's armed bodyguards had reached the palace wing. John and his men ran desperately down the steps to their waiting rocket cruiser in the pits below. There they are. Don't let them get away. After them, fools. We can still corner them in the stratosphere. General, send your interceptors to meet them. At once, Excellency. Karnak's interceptors rose after the small cruiser, only to be sent reeling down, shattered from the combined ray barrage of Lassam's marksmanship. They're 2 degrees left, coordinate 004. Direct hit, sir! Good. This is our chance, men. Blast for open space. Here we go. But what about the princess? Who? Oh, right. The furious enemy watched their quarry tear through an opening in their trap and sweep rapidly out to the heavens, that into space. That settles it. You'll marry Olga tomorrow.
We'll see, Uncle. Perhaps I won't.
Well, proclaiming a holiday, Karnak forced the people to assemble in the temple of Hearth, the marriage altar of Syrian's highest nobility, that next day. Now we will begin. Oh! So that's it for Olga, who wore a miniskirt to his wedding. So, well, the priest, he just showed up to do his job, and, well, he just got his guts blasted out. But, these things happen. Look, those men have killed Karnak's high priest. Good. Down with Karnak. After them. They're in those jet gliders. Whoosh. Zzz. But pursuit was useless. Well, I guess you get what you pay for. The mysterious guerrillas disappeared as swiftly as they had come in Karnak's headquarters later. But, sire, no more excuses. I want those rogues, whoever they were, found and brought back in chains and strung up by the Buster Browns. 50,000 credits to the man who finds them. Now began a tremendous struggle between 2 determined sides. But, try as they could, Karnak's forces could not capture Lassam's guerrilla space fleet. Ship after pallet. Wait, fleet ship after palace. Oh. Space fleet ship after palace ship crashed in flames. Just crashed into dead air? Oh, well, it didn't work out. John was everywhere in the succeeding months, harassing, countering, hindering Karnak over the entire planet. His reputation grew each passing day, for the people had now recognized him as their champion. He was in all the papers, in the distant future. But the young space admiral had another reason for opposing the cunning protector. He and Valia had fallen in love, and her marriage had to be stopped at all costs. They discovered they both shared a powerful attraction to women. Valia, if you only knew how much I care.
One day we'll be together again, John. I know it.
Karnak's henchmen, however, had at least on their phone. Yeah. Anyway, Karnak's henchmen, however, had at least uncovered Lassam's secret base. But their ruler surprised them by his next orders. Neither the girl nor Lassam are to be touched. She will serve her purpose as a hostage in case we fail. And by making Lassam the scapegoat, we can rid ourselves of the nobles who oppose us. Have you had any of these grapes? My God, they're the best. Thus the cunning usurper eliminated the leaders of the rebellion that was brewing among the people by blaming their murders on John. Death to those who oppose Lassum. But why kill us? We're on your side, bro. We're on your side. In this way, Karnak managed to disunite the people, who were now uncertain in their allegiance to both sides. Meanwhile, King Stefan had reached the orbit of Syrian. He contacted John Lassum. Is Value all right, John? If Karnak has harmed her, No, she's well, sire, but I must meet you immediately. A rendezvous was arranged, and hours later... We must strike now, but I still don't understand why my brother hasn't tried to marry off Value again. Well, Olga was shot in the back, so probably because the people won't stand for it. That's why he's using another method to gain control of the planet. The method of the scapegoat. What kind of goat is that? Unknown to them, however, one of Karnak's agents on Lassum's asteroid base contacted the palace on Syrian. Yes, they're here. Together. Good work. Now, we'll kill two birds with one stone. A short time later, the usurper's huge battle squadron swooped down upon the small asteroid in a surprise attack. Greetings, brother. Here is my welcome. We're trapped. We'll have to return their fire with only these small fortress cannons. That's suicide, Your Majesty. Our only chance is to make for our ships. The valiant guerrilla fleet struggled up towards the heavens, but they were no match for the deadly fighters of Karnak's squadron. This is your end, my dear brother. Sire, they're circling under us. They're escaping. What? Lassum and King Stefan eluded the powerful foe by diving underneath and suddenly climbing upwards in a tremendous acceleration tactic. 1 hour later, it took an hour, they reached the space armada that rested outside Syrian's orbit. Full power, Henderson. We're returning my brother's welcome. Aye, Stefan. He'll not forget this day. So see, the red rockets are the good guys, and these, whatevers are the bad guys. Anyway, the two fleets met in a shattering clash that rocked the heavens with their blast of mighty disruptor energy and destroyer rays. Zarnog maneuvered desperately, using every trick of spaceflight. Our port batteries are burned out, sire. Keep fighting, keep fighting. We're doomed. Let us surrender. Traitor. You'll die first. I've got to escape. Using every ounce of energy in the vessel's dynamos, Karnak blasted his way back to his palace headquarters. But John and Stefan were behind him.
Let me go.
It's Value. He'll kill her. But the quick-thinking Lassum plunged out of the ship and down a guide ladder toward the desperate usurper. Stop, Karnak, or I'll blast you where you are. I'll kill the girl first, fool. You've played right into my hand.
John, watch out.
You she-devil. You're finished, tyrant. Oh, look at that. He wears his helmet on like a cowboy hat with a string. Anyway, just then the people burst inside the palace. King Stefan is back. Long live the king. Father Value, my child. Much later,
my people,
I proclaim to all that John Lassum and my daughter Value, whatever her name is, are betrothed.
John, dearest, how did Father know that
He's a far-seeing man, darling. He knows we'll rule Syrian one day in wisdom and peace, for mankind's future must be served, and no tyrant can ever conquer it. The end. Well, it all worked out, didn't it? It sure did. Sweet tea. Hey, want to win some cash prizes? Well, all you got to do is write a letter of 150 words or less and tell us which story you like best. Which you like second best, and which you like third best, and why. That why part's very important. And, well, look what you'll win. Top prize, 15. Second prize, 5. Third prize, 3. Fourth prize, just for trying. You know, you get $2. So there you go. Here's the rules. Make sure you copy that and the address and get it there by May 7th, 1952. If you can do that, you might get $15. It might happen. And now, double menace on Jupiter's moon. Phew, look at that ship. Must be the old Star Hope that was lost years ago. Probably drifted into the asteroid belt from wherever it was. Well, with the purification of cosmic fuel, the inner planets had been settled while Jupiter, Saturn, and the outer planets were still undergoing exploration and colonization. Civilization was in a frenzy of a new industrial revolution based on the still developing uses of atomic power and the mining of minerals on the various planets. Into this maelstrom came the discovery of a new metal that changed the face of the universe, also bringing with it a menace from outer space, threatening the utter destruction of Earth in mankind's struggle for survival. All right. Is this all the same characters? That looks like what King Stefan. Well, anyway, in the far reaches of space between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter, an old space prospector discovered a tremendous ship shattered and devoid of life among the debris of the asteroids. No, it's a different guy. Just same artist, I'll bet. It looks very similar. Anyway, geez, thank God I've got this fishbowl on my head. Bodies still aren't decomposed. This airless void sure preserves them. Poor devils looked like they were caught by a stray meteor that bashed in the hull. Is that pointy ears? He's like a kitty cat or a Batman? I don't know. Anyway, hey, well, I'll be. They were bringing home this shiny metal. Tain't gold, though. Light as anything. Let's see if it's strong. Is it turning your hands green? My hammer broke in two. Of all the strange things I've seen, this shiny stuff looked good. Real good. I better contact Earth right away. In no time, Earth and its sister planets received the news. And 2 weeks after the arrival of the mining ship, government officials and scientific teams were soon busy analyzing the properties of this fantastic new metal named asteroidium. Okay, by the old prospector. Well, you know, he saw it first, so that you just got to accept this. Well, pandemonium raged in industry and ew, what's that? Ew. Oh man. Yeah, that's just pandemonium raged in industry and business, for asteroidium could be used to build durable spaceships. Two giant corporations, deadly rivals, vied with one another to get monopolies on the metal, which, by spectroscopic analysis, came from one of Saturn's moons. Gentlemen, order please. The World Council is prepared to give each of your companies a charter to establish your claim on this moon. Providing the first one gets there and brings back a suitable sample, will gain all rights to its sales and distribution. The race was on between the two firms. Specially designed spaceships were constructed for the race to the moon and back. Vincent Cartley, president of Intersol Lines, however, was not taking any chances. Wagner, come here. Evans, make sure we have everything. Failure will mean your ruin.
Yes, sir.
Hey, it almost looks like, for a second there, I thought he looked like Dr. McCoy. You wanted me, Mr. Cartley? Yes. Take our fastest cruiser and blast off for that moon tonight. You'll circle about it in orbit and smash Winters in case he beats me there. Nothing is going to stop me from getting that medal. Nothing. In sharp contrast to the unscrupulous old man. Okay. was the fast-rising young industrialist Lawrence Winters, founder of Planetary Metals, Inc. With him was his beautiful fiancée, Margot Cartley. Huh? So is she the daughter of the villain? Yeah, I guess.
I hope Father won't try his usual underhanded tactics, Larry. I'm worried.
Not as much as he'll be when he finds I'm marrying his daughter after this race, win or lose or draw. Yeah, that's right. But behind his good-natured attitude, Larry Winters was determinedly supervising the construction of his ship and distracted by his fiancée's butt. Suddenly there was an ominous creaking of his girders overhead, and watch out, Margot, that scaffolding is giving way, because it's just shitty old wood, you know.
That wasn't an accident.
Your father is worried, all right. Well, we'll give him the competition he fears. We're ready to start at once. Yeah, but you probably should check for more traps and stuff. Anyway, as prescribed by government ruling, the two ships had to take off at the same time. Millions of people watched over their telecasters as the two ships jockeyed for position. There they go, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck to both. Meanwhile, near the orbit of Saturn, a terrible event had occurred to Wagner, Cartley's henchman. An alien vessel from outer space had captured the Earth ship. Can you say they are going to mine the metal that will revolutionize space travel? Yeah, but what are you, where are you from? Please, let me go. No, we cannot. You have supplied us with very valuable information, and we are not ungrateful, but under the circumstances... Kill this one's companions and destroy their ship, Zartal. We will lie in wait for those other vessels, but we shall not harm them until one of them has mined the metal, and then we will strike, you know. With this metal, we can build a space armada that will conquer all other life. We shall make these earthlings our slaves. Okay. With the race underway for an hour, Larry Winters and his crew were grimly making preparations to shunt open the acceleration jets when... Seems like we have a stowaway on board. Margot, what are you doing here?
Don't be angry with me, Larry. I had to come along. The suspense of waiting down there on Earth would have been unbearable.
Well, yeah, I suppose you'll have to stay. There's no turning back. It's not like you can just kick you out the door. But we're not playing a game, honey. Your father means business.
I'm a licensed space navigator, Larry. I'll be useful here. I'm fond of Father, but I know what he'll do if he gains control of that metal. There'll be wars, famine, and worst of all, bankruptcy.
And on board the Cartley ship, we've reached the outer orbit of Earth, sir. We're experiencing free fall now. Shall we switch on our stern rockets? Yes! Winters and his outfit will be left behind in our wake when I'm through with them. Wait a minute. Did he get a toupee or... The hell? Oh, I've got all confused. This is the alien. He's the leader. But didn't it... Wagner? Yeah, that's Wagner. He got picked up by the aliens. They shot him, and their leader is bald with pointy ears, but they don't have pointy ears. Well, whatever. That's the deal. Well, the Intersol vessel spurted ahead, all rockets open wide, heading for the unexplored moon of glittering Saturn. We're ahead. Beat us now if you can, Winters.
Larry, Dad is using double-tiered rockets. That was distinctly forbidden by the Council. This was to be an equally matched race.
Well, we're going to try that spin maneuver. Alert the crew, Captain.
Aren't you the captain?
Huh? Oh. And with jets switched on and off alternately, Larry caused his ship to flip end over end like a knife whiz, zing through space, each turnover adding to the momentum of his course. Do something, stop them. I can't, sir. They outfoxed us. You bastard. 6 days went by. On the 7th day, they took a rest. A slim cruiser approached the orbit of a small moon. It was the planetary metals craft.
Oh, Larry, we won. We've won.
Not yet, Margot. We still have to mine a sample of that metal and get back to Earth. Your father is probably planning something to stop us right now. Larry Winters knew his opponent for many miles away in space. He knew his... Where's Wagner? What's happened to that blundering oaf? Ah! Captain, we'll get that metal ourselves. Pass out the ammunition. While this was going on, Larry and his crew had landed and were charting out the site for the mining excavation. This seems like the best locality. Mr. Winters. The counter indicates a dense mass in this ground stratum. All right, Spence. We'll sink our shaft here. Huh?
Hurry, Larry. If I know Father, he'll pounce on you like a vulture.
We're doing our best, honey. If he wants a fight, we'll give it to him. Hours passed in frantic work. Suddenly, a barely audible hum increased to a sharp whine, and Cartley's ship screamed down from space. All men to their attack posts. Winters, hand over the metal to us, or we'll blast you to kingdom come. Whee! But before Winters could reply, a slim form grabbed the amplo mic and hurled defiant words into space.
This is Margot, Dad. I love Harry. If you harm him, I'll never see you again.
Margot, child, what? How? Come on board my ship at once. Winters has finished.
I'm sorry, Dad, but I'm staying with Larry.
Margot, here they come. They've landed. Watching the drama that was unfolding on the small moon through its scanner ray was the alien ship that had lurked quietly in space. Now, after the two corporation ships landed near each other, it came to life. Almightiness, yes, Zartol, they have mined enough of the metal for our use. Make our presence known to the Earthling.
Larry, what is that thing?
It looks like a giant saucer. It's an alien vessel from another system. Well, as the men of the both mining parties stopped in their tracks to gaze in awe at the approach of the powerful space dreadnought, a commanding voice crackled through the ether. Earthmen, we are visitors to your system. One of your race has told us the purpose of your visit. We desire the metal. You will transfer it to our ship when we land, or die. Cartley, is this your doing? No, I swear it isn't. They must have killed Wagner. That's why he didn't show up. Quick, we have to do something. They'll kill us without hesitation. You're right. Get back to your ship.
Father, be careful.
Come on, Margot, run for it. This is no longer a fight between ourselves. This is the prelude to an invasion from outer space. Winters, look after Margot. Have you mined enough of the metal? Yes, our holds are filled. Our only chance is to try and fight them in space, although I doubt we can last long. We're no match for any fighting ship, let alone an alien dreadnought. But the courageous men nevertheless attacked the ominous alien ship in a struggle that could only end in death.
Oh, Larry, Father's ship is a charred wreck. They've killed him.
While Cartley's ship veered wildly from side to side, a blackened, smoking mulk, Larry tried desperately to outmaneuver the alien foe.
Larry, our guns don't even dent them.
Courage, Margot. You're not licked yet. Captain, use that spin maneuver. Hurry. If we get back to the space lines, our trans radio can warn the planets.
Larry, you're the captain.
Oh, right. Mr. Winters, our port batteries are gone. They'll be through our ray shield in a moment. Maneuver, man. Maneuver.
Whee!
Rocking to and fro, Larry's ship managed to stay ahead of the oncoming monster vessel. Suddenly, a telescreen lit up in the navigation room, and Cartley appeared. Dive under, Larry. I still have a trick up my sleeve. There's giving out. I'm the only one alive here. Bless you, and take care of my Margot. Dad! Margot, Larry, and his crew could only follow out Cartley's orders if they were to stay alive. The aliens had seen Cartley's vessel sneak up behind their ship. But, shift course, fool! The Earth thing intends to ram us! We cannot, it is upon us. Good Lord. So, a smashing ship, using the holdout maneuver, could smash right into it, but all the, weaponry couldn't even put a dent in it. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess that's why they wanted the special medal, or who the hell knows. Anyway, the survivors watched solemnly as the two vessels fused together in one final spurt of flame in space, and fell into the sun.
Oh, Larry, Dad sacrificed his life for us.
No, darling, for mankind. I think he knew what would happen if those aliens had killed us. We're going home, Margot. Home to give our people a new medal and a new life.
No, I think he only did it to save me,
Oh. Yeah, you're probably right. The end. Wow. Sometimes a common enemy can bring the most unlikely allies to, you know the deal. War fleet of the traitor Earthmen. So this must be a story of a bunch of a-holes, I've got the photometric adjustment set, Senator Borrow. You can start shooting those pictures. What do you think you've discovered? I'm not positive, Senator Cameron, but it has some promise. This must be kept secret. Thurnium, the rarest power energizing element in the universe, and in great quantity, too, on one of the undiscovered planets. Well, after the last great atomic war in which half the Earth became a blackened ruin, the remaining inhabitants banded together and outlawed war. Oh, that's all you had to do was make it illegal. The world became unified and the tremendous scientific strides were made. Among these was the invention of the interstellar drive, which made interplanetary travel possible. By the year 2240, Mars, Jupiter, Venus, and Pluto became familiar worlds, and in the world Senate building, new research was ever in progress to sift greater knowledge from far-flung space. You want me to help you develop those spectroscopic plates, Boring? No! It's just a routine check. Run along and get those last reports illustrated for the Senate, Cameron. That's the strangest thing Senator Borg has ever done. Our work has always been cooperative, and suddenly, the secretive business. I think I'll stick around. And in the darkroom, I was right. It is thurium. Almost pure. The richest deposit in the universe. I could hold the world in the palm of my hand if I could reach that unknown dark planet. A few minutes later, Hector, Senator Borg, I have made a fabulous discovery. I'll be at your place in half an hour. Hector? The arms are? War is illegal. What the hell? Wait, okay. Borg is up to no good dealing with that vicious pirate. When Borg left the observatory, Neo-oxide WX4, why, that's the test for thorium. So that's the great discovery Borg made. Instead of reporting it to the Energy Committee, he's contacting Hector. I've got to stop him. Soon at the Hector Munitions Works. Borg, oh, wait, you can't do that. It's illegal. You're risking world peace. What? Senator Cameron, the fool, has followed me here. He must have found out. Shit, who's who? I don't know. Okay. Yes, I found a vast supply of thermium on a new dark planet, and I don't intend to give it away to that idiotic Senate.
I can raise a small army and as many spacecraft as we need to reach this thorium and extract it. We'll cut you in as a third partner if you join us, Cameron.
No, your action smells of conspiracy, I think. I'm going, to report you to, what's it called again? Oh, the Energy Commission.
Not so fast, Cameron. I've got other plans for you.
Looks like got a little something there, but I guess no one's going to tell him.
Seize him, rough him up, but don't kill him.
Out of my way. My person is inviolate. Something like that. I'm a member of the World Senate.
Caleb, use your ray gun shock charge.
You'll answer to the World Court for this, Hector.
Take him to the test rocket deck and fuel the new modern spacecraft.
A few minutes later, as the ray shock wore off,
You're going on a long trip, Senator Cameron, from which there will be no return. When you reach outer space, your exile begins. This craft will circle until the elements tear you apart. Goodbye, Senator Cameron. Give my regards to the meteorites.
Now that we are rid of him, we can start our secret conquest of the dark planet which contains the thorium. So as the rocket ship hurtled into space, communication systems ripped out, controls locked in. Once the fuel supply goes, I'll drift into a meteor field, and I'll be smashed to atoms. Jeez, I wish I'd picked a better outfit to die in, but I don't know what I was thinking, grabbing these boots with tassels, but plus the white pantyhose. I'm stupid. Anyway, reaching the outer limits of space, the craft began a slow circling, as if a turd down the bowl. 22 days of fuel left, and the oxygen's getting low, too. Why don't they blast me instead of sending me on this cursed exile? As the oxygen thinned, Lex could barely support himself. What was that? I must be adrift in the meteorite fields. The end can't come too quickly to suit me. What? As Lex mustered strength to look out of the window. Magnetic grapplers. I'm being towed. But where? By whom? I've never seen spacecraft like this. This must be one of the dark planets. No wonder we've never been able to contact them. They're surrounded by this thick black fog. But what's in store for me now? What kind of creatures live on it? I guess he's really losing it because the clouds are actually green, but his vision must be going due to lack of oxygen, so everything's black. I don't know. Anyway, Lex's questions were soon answered as the rocket craft landed. How wonderful to breathe clean air again. I want to thank you for rescuing me. Welcome to Telos, but be careful, Earthling. Do not advance any further. There is a force ray thrown about you. You are a prisoner until we discover your intentions. But I am a world senator. I come in peace. I use the weakest vibrations, and he will regain consciousness in 2 hours. Take him to the psychometric center for testing. So anyway, hours later, I guess, 2 hours. So shut off the current. I'm thoroughly satisfied that the Earthling is harmless and a man of goodwill, if not a total moron. His brainwaves show an extraordinary intelligence for an Earthling. I just told you he's an idiot. Oh. When Lex awakened, he was placed under the charge of Dr. Demarest. How do you know my name and origin, Dr. Demarest? We know everything about you, Lex, Cameron, and even your battle with Hector and your cruel exile. Your brain waves are analyzed at the center. You are my guest, and I'm taking you home. My son, Zach, and my daughter, Gail. This is Lex Cameron, our guest from Earth.
You're welcome in our home.
A girl. Days passed into weeks and weeks into months on the strange planet of Telemos. The Earthling lost his heart to the beautiful daughter of his host.
What is it, darling? Aren't you happy here?
Yes, Gail. Your life of peace and wonderful scientific progress brings joy to my heart. Loving you makes it a paradise. But I can't help thinking of Earth and whether Borg and Hector have turned it into an arsenal and a vicious dictatorship. Later, at the Demarest home. But I told you, Dr. Demarest, if Telemos has that large supply of thurnium, then it must be the treasure Borg and Hector are after. Why don't you let me return to Earth and expose them? Well, I don't understand what good it would do to strip him naked in front of people, but it's too dangerous, Lex. Our secrets may be forced from you. We could destroy Earth if we wished it. Scientifically, we are hundreds of years advanced, but we prefer peace, unless threatened. Well, that's what he's telling you. You're under threat, but well, some days later on a pleasure jaunt.
You'll love our beach, and you're not listening. What do you see?
Spacecraft, foreign to Telemos, but they do look familiar. With abrupt suddenness, they're Earthcraft.
They're attacking, but we have orders not to fight. Control room, prepare for 80-degree power dive into ionosphere fog.
Well, after eluding the Earthcraft, I've contacted the Defense Council for an emergency meeting. Better come with me to report the incident. Those Earthcraft were raiders, probably sent here by Hector to plunder your thermium. Well, maybe they'll change their minds now about sending me back. After the incident had been reported, we have decided to let you return to Earth to help you carry out your plan. We are giving you one of our force rays to be used only in great emergency.
And I'm going with you, Lex.
As a force ray expert, I belong on this expedition too. Okay, whoever you are. Well, again, many days later. This is Maryland. I have a summer home here. The spot is isolated, and no one will notice us.
I'm so excited about visiting Earth. It looks beautiful from here.
Lex found his jet car in perfect condition. Boy, it really gives off quite a cloud. But anyway, these are the ruins of old Washington, which was destroyed over 100 years ago. In a few minutes, we'll be coming to New Washington, our capital. It's where we talk about stuff, and I don't know. At the gates of the World Senate, Senator Lex Cameron, it can't be. You disappeared 9 months ago. 9 months? I think it's, well, anyway. I'll have to call the security director, Senator Borg. Senator Borg? Security director? He's certainly risen. Get ready, Zach. This sounds like trouble. Moments later, there he is. Don't ask questions. Shoot to kill. Set up a weak shock force, Zach. Borg is out for blood. Aye, they've got some devilish instrument out there. Ray guns are useless. My men are collapsing. I must get back to the Senate and denounce Cameron as a traitor. Borg is running back to the Senate building. Hurry, Zach. I'm going to need you and, oh, damn it. What is it? The force spray. It's Senator Cameron. I thought he was dead. There's the traitor now. He's returned to seize power with an infernal ray. He must be liquidated. Borg is your traitor, fellow senators. He and Hector, the arms magnate, on a world that outlawed war, sent me into space exile when I discovered their plans to lay hands on a secret source of thernium and seize power. Not Borg. He's been a loyal senator for 10 years. Plus, he, cut me in on some deals. So I owe him a lot, But I just don't believe this. You got to come up with a better argument than that. Stand back. This force will stun you. I can prove what I say. I'll take you to Hector's arsenal, where he's preparing armadas to, crush our peaceful planet. You're too late. Listen to the roar of that fleet. Hector is on his way to take New Washington. We shall be supreme rulers. The entire Senate rushed outside. Oh, crap, look at that. He wasn't kidding. Well, this time, make that thermium diamond glow. Oh, wait. This time, make that thermium, whatever the hell, diamond glow. Full force, Zach. That fleet must be destroyed. Okay, full force it is. Bzz, 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 bzz. No one is getting through. Your world Senate is safe, Lex. Thanks to you and the force spray. Hey, Borg is rushing toward the force periphery. Borg, come back. It's a death ray now. We're too late. The traitor took his own life.
Oh, Lex, it's too horrible, and he released it. God, the stench.
Later, when the carnage was over, Cameron, we are deeply in your debt. You saved the World Senate and preserved peace before this force ray. This force ray. Where did it come from? I was saved from exile by men from Telemos, the planet of peace, a new planet not yet discovered by us. It's probably why it's peaceful. Anyway, they've never had a war there and are hundreds of years ahead of us scientifically. When Lex had finished his amazing story, Lex Cameron, you would honor us by becoming the first Earth ambassador to Telemos, conveying our deepest thanks and our pledge to live in peace. Let me guess, that's really, what was his name? Borg, yeah. It's just a fake mustache. Covered, yeah, and he shaved his goatee and put that on, faked his death, and now he's posing as this guy. Anyway, I accept. I am returning to Telemos now to ream this sugar baby out. This time on my honeymoon and not as a space lost exile. Yeah. The end. Well, there you go. After all that, a happy ending. I guess. I don't know. Prisoners on Solar. So, they have solar-powered generators, I guess. Wait, Rand, listen to me. I will make you wealthy beyond your wildest dreams if... Tell it to the 7-Planet Council, Bartow. You've been my wildest dream this century, huh? All I want to do is seal the chamber behind you and lock you out from the world forever. 7 planets breathed freely once more as Black Bartow, last of the dreaded interplanetary brigands of the 40th century, was about to be committed to a lifetime of solitary confinement in a man-made penal satellite suspended in the cold void, 50,000 miles above Earth. For Dick Rand, resolute captain of Interplanetary Patrol Group 1, this was the final curtain of a 2-billion-mile space chase. Suddenly, a shattering ray lanced into Rand's hand. Ow! Ha! See, Rand? My men have been desperate without me. You have no choice but to let me go free. The intruding spaceship hovered above Bartow for a second, and then, caromed off with added human cargo. Forget me, Lieutenant. Drop the space plank. After them. Go after them.
It's too late. The ship has this new type of titanium fuel thrust jets. Our ship could never duplicate the speed. We've lost Bartow.
The next day, Rand made his report to Earth's IP headquarters. By Jupiter, Rand, the 7-Planet Council was furious because of Bartow's escape. But it all turned out well. Look at this video transcript. Group 4 got your message of the escape and beamed in on Bartow's ship heading straight for the artificial sun, Solar. Yes, there's his ship heading for a solar ray. The fool, he flew right into the atomic heat ray and disappeared. Nothing can withstand the withering heat put out by the atomic furnaces on Solar. Bartow has been destroyed. I'll wager when Eric Lindstrom designed and built Solar 600 years ago to supply heat to the 7 inhabited planets of the system, when the sun started to die out, he never dreamed it would destroy a space brigand. According to the history transcripts, Lindstrom had the uncanny ability to foresee many things. Maybe he did foresee such a possibility. I don't know how to tell him he's got toothpaste on his forehead. That afternoon, as Dick Rand stepped onto the public streetway, it got mighty cold all of a sudden. What a chill in the air! The slight chill on Earth was nothing by comparison to the raging snowstorm, the first in 600 years, to mantle the planet Venus. And 3 days later, a cold calamity engulfed far-flung Saturn's doomed cities that had been bombarded with an unrelenting snowstorm. The dome is cracking from the weight of the snow. What has happened to Solar? The interplanetary telebeams responded to that one question. What has happened to Solar? And at an emergency meeting of the 7-Planet Council, something must be done. We're freezing to death. Our vegetation crops have been destroyed. IP Group 1 has been sent out to investigate Solar. Meanwhile, Captain Rand with IP Group 1 neared Solar. Well, it all appears normal, Captain. See, all 7 furnace rays are opening. Operating, yes, but each ray's output has been diminished by 4 million Lindstrom thermal units. By Jupiter, Solar is sealed and cannot be entered. If this keeps up, our universe will freeze. The whole universe. Uncanny that this should happen right after Bartow was destroyed. Or was he? No, it is impossible. By interplanetary agreement, Solar was sealed against the possibility of an aggressive planet gaining control of it. Eee! What was that? Reporting a stowaway Captain, the female kind. What in Saturn's rings are you doing on an IP ship?
I am Erica Lindstrom, and I know Black Bartow is not dead. He is inside Solar.
Bartow inside Solar? Impossible. But wait, Erica Lindstrom? Why, yes, I remember you. Who doesn't know every member of the illustrious Lindstrom family? What's the business about Bartow?
He is on Solar. I have undeniable proof.
Why don't you present it? Oh, why didn't you present it to the Seven Planet Council?
For reasons of my own, I couldn't tell the council. But you must listen. I knew you were going to Solar to investigate the freeze, and that's why I'm here, to stop Bartow. Put these mini plans on the documentary viewer.
Well, all right.
Okay, when my ancestor Eric Lindstrom built Solar, he entrusted the plans to be guarded by our family down through the centuries. These are the plans.
But what has this got to do with Bartow and the phrase?
Pay attention and shut up. Lindstrom believed someday something would go wrong with Solar, and he built an invisible spaceport alongside Saturn's atomic ray. Right here. All the spaceship has to do is fly right through the spaceport to enter Solar. Bartow stole copies of the plans and knows this.
Then Bartow wasn't destroyed.
Yet no, he wasn't. He's inside Solar. God, we must go inside Solar too.
The huge IP ship slowly nosed around to face Solar. You know something, Miss Lindstrom? I believe you. You're too pretty to tell lies. We're going into Solar.
Don't miss the spaceport or we'll be destroyed.
Huh? Oh. By Jupiter, you were right, Erica. We are going right through Solar.
Yeah, that's what I said. There's our landing near the main atomic furnace.
The IP ship landed, surrounded by a band of Bartow's space brigands. What a rough-looking welcoming committee. They will not harm us. Here comes Bartow. Well, dear Erica, you told the heroic IP boys all about my little secret. By the orders of the Seven Planet Council, you are under arrest, Bartow. My men aboard the ship have Ray guns trained on your men. One false move and your spaceship disappears. Look. The V-ray gun trained on my ship. Why, you...
No, Rand, don't kill him.
I thank you, Erica. Your men will throw out their small arms ray guns and be put under guard inside the ship. As for you, Sock, I could freeze the universe, but I have a big heart. I just told the Seven Planet Council they'll have to pay for that big heart with tribute or die. One shipload of treasure for each day of heat, or I shut down the furnace.
Yeah, but where do you spend it?
Oh. Well, anyway, Bartow's threat took on a cold, freezing aspect as 3 days later a huge glacier field engulfed the northernmost cities of Earth. And all over the Seven Planets, the doomed populace swarmed to council headquarters. Pay the tribute or we all die. Yes, Bartow will turn the universe into an iceberg. Pay the tribute. The desperate Seven Planet Council held a life-or-death emergency meeting. Counselors, we have all agreed to pay the tribute. All tribute cargo carriers will leave for Solar at once. Laden down with the treasures of 7 planets, the huge tribute space armada converged upon Solar. Meanwhile, aboard the captive spaceship, Bartow told the captives the decision of the 7 planets. By Jupiter, Erica, why did you save his filthy life? Yes, Erica, tell him.
I can't.
My real name is Bartow Lindstrom. Erica is my sister. Figure that one out, Rand. Well, after you just told me. Meantime, I must welcome the treasure armada. What? I'm gonna go look at the treasure.
It's true. Bartow is my half-brother. That's why I couldn't tell the council and disgrace the Lindstrom name. I thought I could talk Barstow out of his mad scheme. But no, it's no use.
You poor kid. Nice ass, though. Yeah, it's really nice.
There's no time for sympathy. Bartow must be destroyed. There is a way. My ancestor provided for it when he built Solar. It's a chance to take, but if successful, the old dying sun will be restored and Bartow destroyed. But we must get off Solar.
The pair devised a plan and...
Oh, my stomach! Oh!
Guard! This girl is dying! And as the unsuspecting guard entered... Oh! Get his key, Erica, and free my men!
All right already.
Oh! All right, men, disband to your flight positions. Close the ports. And outside. Ray, man, stop that ship. Ray it out of the universe. But Rand was way ahead of Bartow. A thin streak of atomic energy lanced into the V-gun structure and... We're free! Quick! Beam in all captains of the tribute armada at once. Captains of the armada, stand by. This is Captain Dick Rand of IP Group 1. Listen to this message by Erica Lindstrom of the illustrious Lindstrom family. Creators of Solar, listen.
My captains, Bartow will bleed the universe of our wealth, hold us in frigid captivity unless he is destroyed. Turn your spaceships about, push Solar into the dying sun. It is our only chance to gain liberty.
Erica's words were words of authority, for, as if in one swoop, the spaceship armada turned toward Solar, and with one gigantic thrust, pushed Solar out of her orbit to hurtle toward the dying sun. Okay. Lindstrom's calculations were right, Erica. Look, the atomic rebirth of the sun. Man will no longer need a Solar.
Yes, my ancestor planned for this 600 years ago. He knew someday something would happen to Solar. Only he didn't foresee that a black sheep Lindstrom, abandoned in the sun, would cause the sun to be lit once more.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Why didn't he just chunk Solar into the sun 600 years ago?
I don't know.
The end. Well, there we go. How about that? What a bunch of great adventures in, outer space. But before we go, a word of us from our sponsor. An amazing invention, Magic Art Reproducer. Draw the first day. No lessons, no talent. You can draw your family, friends, anything from real life. Like an artist. Even if you can't draw a straight line. Anyone can draw with this amazing new invention instantly. Wow, you can draw boobies. And also excellent for every other type of drawing. You want to draw some guy with a baby? You can. You can copy some cartoons, draw a mountain, copy photos, other pictures. dumb crap like that. Still life. Oh, boy. Copy designs and blueprints, that kind of thing. But best of all, tits. And it's all complete and yours for $1.98. Well, you just can't beat that. No, you can't. So here you go. This is what you got to do. That's right. That's right. Screen cap that and send it off and get your magic projector and start drawing boobs. 'Cause in the end, that's what life is all about. So there we go. That's it for Space Action number 1. At some point, probably do Space Action number 2. Oh boy, wasn't it a thrill a minute, huh? You think that's how the future will be? Rockets, explosions in space with fire blazing everywhere. I don't know, a fake sun that someone just forgot to throw it into the sun to reignite it. Took them 600 years, but, they got there. I don't know. You think there's some aliens living on some unknown planet somewhere in the vicinity of, what was it, Saturn or something like that? Yeah, maybe. Highly unlikely, but, And even if there were, would one of them have a daughter you'd marry? I mean, if she can survive in that atmosphere, how's that going to work? I don't know. And it's kind of sad to think, even in the distant future, sibling rivalry can lead to war still, But that's humanity for you. Yeah. So anyway, there you go. That's it for Space Action. What will I read next week? I don't know, but it'll be something, because it always is. But we'll have to wait and see what happens next week on Mr. Nailsin Sunday Comic.